The media we consume is, and always has been, riddled with archetypes, or recurrent symbolic characters who are found consistently throughout media and represent recurrent patterns in human nature. In the most simplistic form, archetypes often demonstrate a hero-villain dichotomy, the protagonist on some quest to defeat the antagonist. However, beyond heroes and villains, many other archetypes exist, such as the sage, the comic relief, the damsel in distress. The list goes on and on. Let's take a look at a few lesser-known archetypes.
The definition of an antihero is a central character in a story, movie, or drama who lacks conventional heroic attributes, or a flawed hero. One of these flawed heroes is Napoleon Dynamite. We see him as awkward, nerdy, unattractive. He draws strange animals, plays tetherball, and only has 2 friends. He has no special skills. Despite his situation, he does everything to help Pedro and do the best with what he has. Another of these antiheroes is Nacho Libre. He lives in an orphanage as a cook and has the worst priestly duties. He's fat with no special skills or resources. Despite this, he makes the best of what he has and does all he can to help the kids and find love. The last of these antiheroes is Ron Weasley.
And you are?
Ron Weasley.
Pleasure.
He's the youngest of 5 well-known, well-liked, and prominent brothers, and so has a lot to live up to. He's funny, but extremely arachnophobic. His family is fairly poor, and he has many hand-me-downs and homemade items. Despite having to constantly battle fear or injury, Ron becomes a powerful friend of Harry's, helps destroy Horcruxes, and gets Hermione in the end.
Will you stop eating?
The creature of nightmare is a creation of the darkest part of the human psyche, whose purpose is to threaten the life of the hero. This creature is typically a corruption of the human form, holding the shape of a man, yet having characteristics associated with technology or the supernatural. The creature is frequently a minion of the antagonist. The Nazgul from The Lord of the Rings were once kings of men, who now have a visage of a hooded figure and show no skin or facial features. The Dark Lord Sauron gave them rings which eventually enslaved them to his will. They instill fear into the heroes, which makes the eventual heroic triumph that much greater. Darth Vader is a man who is also part machine. The breathing apparatus in his helmet creates an unnatural mechanical sound that instills uneasiness within the other characters. Dementors are the guards of Azkaban, the wizard prison in the magical realm of Harry Potter. Their appearance is that of an approximately 10-foot-tall humanoid clothed in black robes with gray, rotting flesh who are able to float ominously above the ground. They literally feed on people's happiness and force them to relive their worst memories.
Manic pixie dream girls are type characters said to help their men without pursuing their own happiness. It's almost as if they never really grow up, thus their male counterparts never do either. These characters generally are underdeveloped and exist more as plot devices than actual characters. In the film 500 Days of Summer, when Summer enters Tom's life, everything seems to fall into place for him. She's spontaneous and free, pushing him away from his banal office life. She is the object of his brooding, soulful ideas of love at first sight, but doesn't reciprocate them.
We're young, might as well have fun while we can.
Wait, what happens if you fall in love?
You don't believe that, do you?
What?
Once the relationship ends, our dream boy is left with very little substance to his life, turning bitter, having hardly developed at all.
We've been like Sid and Nancy for months now.
We have some disagreements, but I hardly think I'm Sid Vicious.
No, I'm Sid.
Oh, so I'm Nancy.
Hey, what's up? I'll leave you alone forever now.
In the graphic novel and movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Ramona Flowers acts as a means for Scott to have an adventure in his otherwise boring life. She is with him not because she loves him, but because she loves the adventure she can cause for him, leading him on a quest to defeat her 7 evil exes. Throughout the film and graphic novel, we watch as Scott develops while Ramona remains a fairly stagnant character, still with all the attributes she had at the very beginning. Now that we've looked at a few examples of archetypes, what other archetypes can you identify in the books and movies you consume?